After 5 long years, we have finally got another Evolution pay-per-view. We finally get another all-women show for the women in WWE. And I'm very happy for the women. I'm very happy for this opportunity for the WWE roster, women's roster, NXT roster, potentially TNA, AAA, and we're gonna talk about that a lot more about that later in the video. But I gotta talk to you guys about how this could be a really good idea, or it could be a really bad idea. What's up, everybody? This is Michael Davis, April Black. Welcome back, yes, back to April Black Experience right here on the PW Hustle Zone. And we got a couple things I want to talk about, and one of them would be Evolution 2. It's finally happening. It happened in July, all in weekend, but it's not about just all in happening that weekend, but we get to that. Plus, we're also going to talk briefly about what happened last night on WWE Battleground, NXT Battleground, but they dropped the whole NXT name altogether. Is WWE Battleground. And all that went down was some of the things that went down. Plus, a couple of familiar faces. Well, one in particular, make her WWE debut and going to make her in-ring debut in a couple weeks. But let's talk about Evolution 2. So, WWE Evolution is happening once again. The second ever Evolution pay-per-view is going to take place July 13th, live on pay-per-view, or Peacock, or Premium Live event, or whatever call you want. But happening July 13th, the same weekend as All in Texas for AEW, and also the day before, they will be doing Saturday Night Main Event. And rumor has it that Goldberg is going to be having his retirement match on that show, because it makes sense, because he's from Georgia, and it would be fitting if he have his last match ever in Georgia. But going back to Evolution, it's gonna be really cool seeing this take place once again, especially with the women division being so stacked right now. Like, you got women like Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, Io Shirai, Stephanie Fakir, Roxanne Perez, Julia, Jordan Grace, you name it. There's so many women on the roster right now that can go in the ring. So, like, I don't know why it took this long to have this happen again. Because last time this Evolution pay-per-view started, the whole thing started back in 2019, in October. So it's been like 5.5 years since we last saw a Evolution pay-per-view. And I'm still not gonna let go of the fact that they tried to play it off as this is the first ever all-women's pay-per-view, knowing damn well that he had TNA that doing their annual knockout knockdown every year. They stopped doing that for a while, but they were doing that for years. And you also have Ring Warner that dedicated a whole taping, a small little taping for women when they had the Women Honor division. And you also have plenty of other promotions that have all-female promotions that have been dominating at that point. You have Simmer, Sign, Stardom, still killing it right now, and of course, Wild Women Wrestling. So, like, don't give me that BS that it was the first ever all-women pay-per-view where you have plenty of other women promotions doing their thing, and also, like, both promotions like TNA giving them their own show on pay-per-view. But anyway, this is why that was a good idea. That's why it might be a really good idea. But the bad idea is this. The bad is this. Not only is this happening during all-in weekend, with this nasty work, by the way, because they doing this knowing that all-in will be in the same weekend as their shows, because they did this on purpose. You can't fool me, WWE. You did it on purpose. But it's even nastier work because they're doing Evolution 2 in Atlanta, Georgia, the same day in the same place as Lil Miss Cowboy Carter, aka Beyonce, had her concert not that long ago, not that far away from State Farm Arena. So like, I'm pretty sure the tickets for that concert are already gone by now, or close to being sold out. But not just the tickets being sold, not the tickets being sold or people attending that show, but the traffic. The traffic gonna be a bitch, and people gotta leave early, like hours early to attend Evolution, so you can make it to the doors in time, so they don't miss any matches or miss like the first match of the night. But like, it's just they did not do the women any favors. But what else is new? Like they literally gave the women their own show because they were going to Saudi Arabia the same year, like literally a month before Evolution. No, a month after Evolution, back in 2019. So like, they literally did it on purpose to screw over the women, which sucks. And I hate thinking that way, but like, come on, the right on the wall. Like you cannot fool me. You cannot fool any of the women, any of the wrestling fans out there. He did it on purpose to screw over the women, and hopefully, this show is a success to the point that they do have this show every year. Cause like they have to watch it to do it. Like you keep on promoting that NXT has the best women wrestling in the world. Prove it. Have that do it to be showcased every year. That's the case. Cause like, come on now. You could have done this every year. You could have done it even before women wrestling was like taking over. Like TNA had a head start to you years ago. They were doing that stuff. The knocked down all women's pay-per-views, like small, like one night only shows, before you even thought about having an Evolution pay-per-view. So like, and none of them having this show beat every year. Not just because one of not in the company anymore doesn't mean you can't do it every year. Like I said before, the women who is in the stack, you can do this every year. Why are you being pussyfooted? So, as far as Evolution 2 is concerned, I will be watching. I will be intrigued to see what they do for the show. Like who could be who they gonna showcase. Or you have like talent from TNA or AAA be part of the show, or ain't gonna be any like debuts taking place at Evolution, because there's a couple of big free agents in women wrestling that might show up and might make an appearance in a couple months. So I look forward to seeing what happens at Evolution, and I just hope they don't get screwed over and people actually go to the show and you don't have to lower the ticket prices to like $5 like they did back in 2019 when they had for first Evolution pay-per-view, because I do think the women deserve better in WWE. Now let's briefly talk about WWE background and a little bit about World Collide. Cause I know a lot of people are concerned about certain people not gonna be on the card for World Collide, but let me just calm me down a little bit when I talking about that show. But briefly about background last night. Background last night, of course, was going head to head with Double Nothing. Was honestly, if I must say, I would think that Double Nothing was the better show over NXT WWE background. That's just me. But last night we have Soulika retaining her title against Klein Jordan with a top rope soul snatcher that look badass. Like Soulika is, she's awesome, right? I know a lot of people not a lot of people talk about her enough, because she's badass as all hell. And I'm glad she retained her title, because I think it would be stupid having Klein Jordan take the title from Soulika after her first defense. That was her first defense of the title, after holding the title for the entire 40 days. We had these jackasses, Hank and Tank, and Josh Briz to take on the Cullen Sean Spears group. I did not care about that match, especially because you have these two jackasses, Hank and Tank, stealing from the Motherfuckers, the honk gimmick. Like, go to freaking get me in federal jail. Like, they're not yours. You literally stole it from Big Bay High swag. Let's keep it real. Because they did it before you even thought about doing that crap. Well, not saying that the Hong Kong game is crap, but when they do it, it's crap. You catch the truth. Anyway, the next matchup you had Stacks defeating Tony D'Angelo, the fake Donna, and he. I don't care about either one of these guys. Unless they want to bring in Big Vito, then I'll be totally fine with that. You had Miles Barnes, aka 50 Cent version of Randy Orton, getting beat by Obafemi for the NXT Championship. Like, come on now, that was obvious. And before that, you have Stephen McHare retaining against Jordan Grace, retaining the NXT Women's Championship against Jordan Grace. But before that, while he would make our entrance, Stephen McHare had a stare down with two individuals from AAA. At least was her former tag partner from CMLL was. Let me just bring it up right now. I don't know why they having her be the face of one of the faces of the AAA marketing partnership, because he would never wrestle. She never wrestled Team AAA. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I know I've seen her wrestle AAA. She was mainly in CMLL, but whatever. But you have at least staring down Stephen McHare and one more individual, Chica Tormenta. Yes, that Tormenta. Wow, Superior Tormenta. She was in the crowd. She was in at NXT background, WWE background. Make her WWE debut. Like, kudos to her. Like, it's about damn time she made appearance at WWE. And I kind of figured she could be part of WWE, some shape or form, since they WWE bought AAA. Like, you cannot have a partnership with AAA or have a show, a pay-per-view show, like Worlds Collide, and not have someone like Tormenta be part of it. Like, you can't have that happen. So I'm glad she's gonna be part of it, some way, shape, or form. I don't know if she's gonna be a one-on-one match for NXT Women's Championship. I hope not. I hope it's like a 2-over-time match, a 3 or 4-way match. After what happened backstage where J.C. Zane slapping the shit out of Stephen McHare. I know they have a women's championship match this Tuesday, but it might be something going on to the point that it might be caused a DQ of some sort. But the biggest moment of the night, Drake Williams defeating Joe Hendry for the TNA World Championship. Yes, you heard that right. Current NXT superstar, WWE superstar, Drake Williams won the TNA World Championship from current TNA star Joe Hendry. He's the first ever active WWE/NXT star to win the TNA World Championship, TNA Championship period. It's like it's insane. I don't know how it gonna go. I know that they most likely have Mike Santana be the one to take the title from Drew Williams, because he was backstage. Look at saying, "Oh, well, win the TNA World Championship tonight. I got next." So they might have Mike Santana be the savior of TNA, taking the title back from taking the title back to TNA. And if that's the case, I'm all for it. Mike Santana has been killing it right now since he left AEW. He's been killing it in House of Glory at their World Champion, and he just been on the roll. And I'm happy for him. I'm glad he's getting these opportunities as a senior competitor, because he is that damn good. I mean, it still sucks to this day that Santana Ortiz never became a big deal in tag team division in AEW. It was not their fault. AEW just did not know what to do with him. But I'm glad he's doing his thing as a senior competitor, and hopefully he does become TNA champion, mainly TNA World Champion down the road, because he's earned it. And I know a lot of people are concerned and quickly to cry and complain about certain people not going to be on the card for Worlds Collide on June 7th, hours before Money in the Bank. Because people are the people that are going to be part of Worlds Collide, they released the poster yesterday morning. Of course, you have guys like the God of Phantasma, Vakino, Jack Cable, that could be the main event of the show. You also have Lola Rice, Stephanie McKeer, Tormenta, Dragon Lee, Ray Phoenix, and Dr. Radner Jr., Psycho Clown, Pagano. They gotta have They gotta be a part of the show as well. But people are whining about where's Penta, where's this person, where's that. Like, first of all, I have a feeling that Penta might be part of the Money in the Bank ladder match, because he has a Money in the Bank qualifier match tonight. He's going against I don't know what he's going against guys that are gonna be part of the work life. So I know one of them is gonna be Chad Gable, but it might want him. They might want him to be part of the ladder match, and I don't think people are gonna be part of World Collide are gonna be wrestling on Money in the Bank. They want to keep those shows separately. So that's why Ray Phoenix lost his qualifying match against Soul Dakota and Jimmy Uso. He probably gonna be wrestling on that show alone, and Penta might be part of the ladder match, Money in the Bank. So like, they're not gonna have certain wrestlers that become part of World Collide do pull double duty, especially if they get hurt or they feel like they gotta get hurt at some point throughout the day after working so hard in their match at World Collide. So I know a lot of people are concerned. I know a lot of people are mad about that. Also, they upset that Dominic Mysterio not on the poster. Like, they want him to be part of World Collide. But I assure you that Dominic Mysterio might be part of Money in the Bank, whether it be in the ladder match or defending the ID Championship. So like, again, they're not gonna have certain wrestlers be pulling double duty for World Collide and Money in the Bank. So keep that in mind. I know a lot of people were upset about certain people not being on the card or on the poster of World Collide, but let's just calm down, because Money in the Bank is gonna be a really good match. And you have someone like Penta in it. You're probably not gonna win, but having Penta in the match would be cool. Yeah, I know a lot of people will say that they gotta have Ray Phoenix in the match instead of Penta. I totally understand that logic, but Penta right now is so over to the point that him being part of Money in the Bank would be a slam dunk, and Dom Mysterio being part of World Collide, it would be cool, but I think him being part of Money in the Bank would be more withdrawal than him being part of World Collide. Plus, I think World Collide is mainly a AAA NXT show, because you have Stephanie McKeer, Lloyd Wise, Jawan Evans on the poster, and they also gotta have NXT North American Championship on the line, whether it be Ricky Starks or Ricky Saints or either Page defending against someone with AAA. So again, either way, World Collide, Money in the Bank. I hope there is a decent weekend over there in Los Angeles, and what happens, what other matches that could be announced for World Collide or in Money in the Bank, I'm sure it'll be pretty decent. Except for the tag team match they're gonna have John Cena and Logan Paul versus Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. That might gonna suck donkey dicks. But other than that, I'm looking forward to seeing World Collide and Money in the Bank. All that being said, let me know down in the comments how you feel, what's your thoughts on everything I mentioned in the video. Evolution 2, how you feel about that? Are you excited for that? How you feel about Drew Williams being the TNA World Champion? And how you feel about Battleground as a whole last night? And do you enjoy that over Double Nothing, or was it the other way around? Also, are you excited for World Collide and Money in the Bank weekend in 2 weeks in LA? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments. And make sure you like the video, subscribe, tap the bell, you don't miss any of my videos. Hope you guys having a good Memorial Day, and hey, hope you guys had a good Memorial Day weekend as a whole. And yeah, catch you guys later in the week for my Raw review, episode 37. And you haven't watched my review of episode 36, I recommend that you do. Until that time, I'm not gonna Black. I'm out.